Hello and welcome to the program. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. This is the Schools Debate on TV Gotel. We're in season 2, back for round 2. 16 schools started the competition, but now we have only 8 schools left for the second round of the Schools Debate. Today, you're going to witness another battle of wits and words between 2 schools who are on their way to the next round, but only one of them will make it through. So who will it be? Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School or Pare GSS Numan? Well, the debate stage is set. The schools are here to debate, so let's get started. Right, this competition started with 16 schools and 32 contestants, but now only 8 schools are left and 16 contestants who have been able to make it to the second round of the competition. What you're about to witness is a battle of wits and words between 2 schools represented by some sharp and smart students. Today's battle leads to the final, where the last 2 schools will face off in the grand finale for pride and glory. Mouth-watering prizes awaits the last 3 schools in this competition. But as you know, on this debate, one thing is certain: everybody is a winner. Before I proceed, I would like to take some time and acknowledge our partners, Promasido Nigeria Limited, makers of Cowbell Milk, Adamawa Beverages Limited, makers of Faro Table Water and Juice, and also supporting this competition is University Staff Sengere Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society. Jamaica Modern Bread and Freddy System are also on board supporting this competition. Thank you very much for your support to all our partners. I'll be the moderator and see that the teams keep it clean and sharp. Well, to score the points, let's meet our team of judges. From my far left, Dr. Agaso Bamei. And Judge Yetunde Oshimbi. Our timekeeper for today is Wadi Ishaku. Thank you very much. And now let's meet the debate teams. The lead speaker from Pare GSS Numan is Juliana Jonah. Her favorite subject in school is biology, and becoming a pharmacist will be a dream come true. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Juliana Jonah. Thank you very much. Supporting Juliana is Akamasa Tusai. I hope I got that name correct. Biology is her favorite subject in school, and in the future she wants to become a doctor. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much. Now on my right hand side is Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, represented by Emmanuel Obialo, the lead speaker. His favorite subject in school is mathematics, and to become a surgeon will be a dream come true. Emmanuel forgot his cue there. But of course, in the supporting role is Calvin Omeje, whose love for physics is pushing him to become a meteorologist. Ladies and gentlemen, the supporting speaker from Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Calvin Omeje. Thank you very much, Calvin. Well, let's give them another round of applause, please. Welcome back. The debate teams appear to be ready, so let's begin. As usual, we have an open process that lets us find out which school takes the first go. To do that, there are 2 available envelopes on the judge's desk. In them, we have a green and a red card. The school that picks the green card will have the opportunity of starting the debate first. Judges, let's please have the envelopes. All right, it appears that Pare GSS Numan has the green card, and you know what that means? They get to start the debate first. A round of applause for them. Okay, the debate has simple rules and regulations. 5 minutes will be available on the clock for the lead speakers, 4 minutes each for the supporting speakers, and there will be 3 minutes for both schools to summarize their arguments. So it will be very wise for the debate teams to make very cautious use of their time. Now, the judges will be awarding marks based on the presentation, content, articulation, and how well the participants argue their points, as well as how smartly dressed they are today. We'll be taking a short break now. When we return, we'll hear about today's topic, and then the schools will get down to business. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vote for nourishment. Vote for Cowbell. Cowbell.
Welcome back. You're watching the schools debate on TV Gotel. Gender equity implies fairness in the way women and men are treated. The different life experiences and needs of men and women are taken into consideration, and compensation is made for women's historical and social disadvantages. This requires ensuring that everyone has access to a full range of opportunities to achieve the social, psychological, and physical benefits that come from participating and leading in sports and physical activity. Now, today's topic is saying gender equity should be encouraged in the society today. Pare JSS Numan will be speaking in favor of the topic, while Bosco Comprehensive School will speak against the topic. Judges, are we good to go? Timekeeper, are we ready? Let's listen in to the lead speaker from Pare JSS Numan.
The panel of judges, the accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Juliana Jonah from Pare Government Senior Secondary School, Numan. The education powerhouse in the Northeast Geopolitical Zone, Pare Government Secondary School, which I am standing for, was known formally as NTS, Numan Training School, founded 1921, barely 7 years after the amalgamation of Northern and Southern Protectorates, today named Nigerian. Considering the attitude the school occupy among its equal academically, I make bold to propose a topic for debate tied to gender equity should be encouraged. The jury and everyone listening and sensing this debate, first and foremost, permit me to highlight what the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary 9 editions says about equity. This will guide you to make a correct evaluation of the argument that will be advanced in the course of this debate. The judges, the English dictionary define equity as a situation in which everyone is treated equally. In another words, it is a system of natural justice allowing for fair judgment to women and men. With the foregoing definition, I hope the judges will concur with me that equity and equality is a matter of language semantics. And in the course of my argument, I may use this word interchangeably. First and foremost, gender equality is the state of natural equal access to resources and opportunities regardless of gender. It is achieved through neutrality and equity. Listen everyone and give me the answer. Does not even nature teach us gender equity? The grand jury, let those who are opposing the motion to this legal battle come to think of this peradventure. They will concede defeat and avoid wasting our time. The air we breathe, the water we drink, The land we plot to produce the food we eat. Does not even nature give us equal opportunity to enjoy those resources without any form of discrimination? Or are there females in marriages in the air we breathe and supply by nature? Why can't the world copy and apply equity to women and men as nature has done? The judge is, without equity, I may not be standing here to participate in this debate. Why? Because I won't have been segregated upon and relegated to the background just because I'm a girl. For this reason, I stand and advocate that gender equity should be encouraged, period. The grand jury, I wanted to see gender equity from another angle, for which reason it must be encouraged. I mean, right, responsibility, and opportunities does not depend on whether we are born females or males. Furthermore, let me add that gender equity should be encouraged because excellence does not distinguish between genders. Instead, it recognizes talent and good management. One more reason for gender equity should be encouraged is that any society or environment that encourages gender equity, I mean, diversity outperforms those who oppose to it. My reason is encourage the fact that business can only thrive successfully by attracting both women and men to their workforce. Is this not true? The judges, I'm arguing this because our society is built on patriarchal norm where women are relegated. But when gender equity is encouraged, a level playing field is created and women will be empowered and harmony is achieved. One more reason for gender equity should be encouraged is that it eliminates fear and advance development and reduce poverty. With this viewpoint I've advanced, it is my candid hope that you will agree with me and award the maximum score for me and thereafter join the advocacy for gender equity. Thank you very much, my learned jury.
All right, let's now listen into the lead speaker from Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Emmanuel Obialo.
The moderator of this great, important, and august occasion, Mr. Chairman, sir, the impartial panel of judges, the ever-accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished and invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and viewers at home, good day to you all. Well, my name is Emmanuel Obialo, a well-dignified and bona fide student of Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Jambutu Jimeterela, Adamawa State. When I'm standing on this solid ground to oppose the motion of fallacy and to do away with the misconception, gender equity should be encouraged in our society. But before I go deeply into analysis to marshal out my point, for a better understanding of my position and point on this crucial topic, I would like to enlighten each and every one of us on what gender equity is all about. Gender equity is a sex equalitarianism, meaning it is the allocation of resources, program, and decision-making fairly to both male and female without any form of discrimination. Then I ask, how do you think this will be in the face of the core natural differences between male and female? This sounds so unreasonable, and that is why I strongly oppose the motion with the following points. Firstly, the role in the family. The encouragement of gender equity will affect family life because it is just like saying that the role of the mother should be equal to the role of the father in the family, thereby giving the mother equal rights with the father in the family. I ask, how do you think our families will be when we have two masters in the house giving two different orders? Which of the order that we, the children, will abide by? Is it that of the mother or that of the father? This will thereby cause a division and a separation in the family. Remember, united we stand and divided we fall, resulting to a lot of broken home without any thought of reconciliation. Is this what we want to get in the quest to project gender equity? Of course not. Moreover, the position of both male and female in the creation. God created a man called Adam first before creating a woman called Eve from just one rib of the man, thereby giving first position to the men and second position to the women. God made women a helpmate and a subordinator to men, not their equal. My dear reputable judges, permit me to ask my co-debaters this simple but reasonable question. Why was a man created first before a woman? This is to tell us that God discovered the inequality between men and women, thereby making men the head. This is also should show us that men are different, important, and more powerful than a woman. Thereby, women are supposed to be their subject, not their equal. Men are just naturally and biologically superior than women. While both men and women have equal intelligence, men are superior to men physically on average. Even the strongest women are inferior to the strongest men. And as we all know, so much of life revolves around the physical ability and not just the mental ability. And men have both, which is win-win compared to what a woman can offer on average. Furthermore, religious aspects and responsibilities. Review all the religious history. There is no religious document saying that a man should be equal to a woman because God had already said everything about the differences between men and women. According to research, international report has shown that the Brazilian ex-president was a woman, but due to her bad leadership, bribery, corruption, religious bigotry, sectionalism, and political influence became the order of the day, which affected our country, and she was impeached. You all will agree with me that when a woman becomes a president of a well-populated country like Nigeria, I have asked and I keep asking, who will take care of her children for her? Even if she tried to give her children good care as a good mother, then who will take care of the country's affairs? Knowing fully well that she can never serve two masters at the same time, pride and corruption becomes the order of the day. The resources of the state will be her cabinet-made priorities with a bad and unacceptable leadership style. Is this what we want to get in the quest to project gender equity? Of course not. Women today are rejecting their responsibilities because they don't want being a baby factory. We are who we are, and we can only discover this when both men and women agree to the fact that they are both different and should be doing something different to help everyone. A woman can raise her child on her own, but a man raises both the woman and her children. Through the process of human evolution, different roles have been appointed to both genders. Therefore, gender equity is not possible, and if we try to encourage it, we bring the downfall of many nations. You know why? I will tell you. Though we are created in the same way, but I tell you we are different in so many diverse ways. Finally, both genders are two sides of a coin. Gender equity is grossly uninformed in history, language, literature, leadership, and biology. And as this relates to gender development and evolutionalism, biologically, men are superior than women. Both genders are two sides of a coin. No matter how humankind might try to defy that rule, nature always wins. Whether my co-debater wants to accept it or not, men are superior than women, and there's no two ways about it. Oh yes, I still stand undefeatable as Emmanuel Obialo, a representative of Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Jambutu Jimeteola, Adamawa State, to reaffirm the fact that gender equity should not be encouraged. And I strongly believe that my point might have cleared all your doubts on any contradiction or diverse opinion on this topic. Mind you, it is not yet over because my second speaker in the person of Kelvin Omeje still have much to say, just to make sure that the intellectual being is well edified to avoid the acceptance of any misguided information on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. You've heard it all from the lead speakers from Pare GSS Numan and Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School. Supporting speakers from the two schools will come forward, make their presentations right after this break. Don't go away. Welcome back. And in case you're just joining us, this is the school's debate on TV Gotel. Gender equity should be encouraged in the society. That's today's topic. Pare GSS Numan and Bosco Secondary School are battling it out on today's edition of the school's debate. Before the break, we did hear from the two lead speakers from the schools. Now supporting speakers will come forward to make their own arguments. So, judges, are we good to go? Timekeeper. To the supporting speaker from Pare GSS Numan.
I stand on the existing order of all protocols. My name is Akama Selembo to say I'm from Pare Government Senior Secondary School, Numan. The judges permit me to also to injury for those who are opposing this debate topic, gender equity should be encouraged. Let me tell you, our judges, that any person who dares to oppose on the topic of this debate is a retrogressive-minded human being. How can someone in this digital age advocate of returning of the old world retrogressive way of life known as gender inequality? Well, UNICEF says gender equality means men and women, girls and boys should enjoy the same rights, resources, opportunities, and protections. It does not require that men and women, girls and boys be the same or treated exactly alike. If gender equality is encouraged on a global scale, harmful practice against women and girls, including sex trafficking, wartime sexual violence, and other oppression tactics, will not be happening again. The need of gender equality need not be overemphasized, as the United Nations has set an expiring date. By 2030, inequality between men and women must be a thing of the past. The grand jury may add another reason why I feel there is need to reverse the inequality trend now being the order of the day. First, diversity produces better thinking. Studies, according to Maureen Klein, have shown that more diverse and inclusive teams constantly produce accurate and successful solutions to complex situations and are less likely to make significant mistakes than homogeneous teams. So again, let me ask, are the economists stupid? Why will any world economy decide to underuse its own talent? I mean, one gender. I humbly submit at this juncture that if we want a healthy producing economy, we should naturally fill every position with the brightest and best. In supporting this motion for human rights view, Hillary Clinton, a presidential aspirant from the just concluded American election, said, I quote, "Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human's rights," unquote. To me, sirs, this has reduced the gender. Across the world, I want to say that there are too many human revolutions and we must stand up against it. Hence, my appearing here for defense, gender equity should be encouraged. Finally, may I add an addition discriminated to women argued herein. Tradition and stereotype is another mustard employed by the male counterpart to relegate the female gender. It is tradition and stereotype that made a president of a country to remark, I quote, "My wife belongs to my sitting room, kitchen, and other rooms," unquote. Finally, I hope the judges have given you enough reasons why you agree with me that gender equity should be encouraged. Thank you.
All right, now let's listen in from a different perspective. Kelvin Omeje is the supporting speaker from Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School.
All Port School duly observed. My name is Kelvin Omeje, a profound student of Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Jambutu Jimeteola, Adamawa State. I am standing here to oppose the motion that gender equity should be encouraged with my following points. The doctrine of gender equity is mad, like extreme post-Reformation and Protestantism. It perverts a good inclination and turns it to a lunatic theocracy. I believe that all of us here are product of one culture, tradition, religion, belief, or the other. In this culture, tradition, religion, belief, etc., we have some fundamental ways of doing things handed over to us by nature and our maker. Then tell me, is it not madness for us to go against our culture and God, who created us in our quest to promote and project a cause? It sounds so unreasonable and sacrilegious, and that's why I independently oppose the encouragement of gender equity, because the theory is an outright madness. How can we even encourage gender equity, even when it's obvious that men and women are different in many key ways? It is an indisputable fact that men and women are different in many key ways, and this disparity between the two genders is grounded by their neurobiology and their cultural training. I would like my co-debater to read Dr. Luan's Brizendin's book, titled The Male and Female Brain, for more clarification on the reason why gender equity should be completely discouraged. So much of men and women's behavior are programmed, hardwired in our brain, and are also culturally influenced. This is the answer to the question on the reason why women have not recorded enough progress in leadership and politics. Women are fundamentally and naturally structured to perform majority of the domestic and child care responsibility. The male and female gender has different responsibility in life, specially endowed by nature, and as such can never be equal, no matter how we flog the dead horse. As long as women are bearing children in our species, women will not view child rearing and child caring in the same way as men do and patronize the responsibility around it differently. And as a result, there will be no need encouraging gender equity because nature has already shared responsibility and specialization. And making it a matter of choice and right will equally lead all of us to a state of confusion, anarchy, and anger. Now tell me, what happens to human species if women should, as a result of gender equity, stop bearing and rearing of children? Or is my co-debater telling me that men will create themselves to stop conceiving pregnancy and bearing of children? That's impossible. It will only lead to the extinction of human race, which I believe nobody in his or her right sense will pray for such to happen, not even my co-debater. Furthermore, I believe that all of us here are Nigerians. Perhaps, even if there's an alien in our midst, I still believe that the person is under the Nigerian law. Then why are we still wasting our time and energy debating over a topic that have been concluded and outrightly rejected by our lawmakers? Or is my co-debater trying to tell this honorable house that she is the only stranger in Nigeria who have not heard that the House of Senate have since rejected a bill proposing gender equity in Nigeria? In case you don't know or you have not heard, the Nigerian House of Senate have opposed a bill seeking to eliminate all forms of discrimination against women. According to Senator Emmanuel Bacha of Taraba State, the bill, if passed to law, will increase cases of immorality in the society. And for Senator Adamawa, former FCT minister, he said, the bill did not only conflict with the provision of the Constitution, it also contradicted Sharia and some common laws. He consequently urged his colleagues to ensure that the bill did not see the light of the day, and at the end of the debate, the bill ended up in the Senate trash. Can a majority of the Senate oppose the bill? Wow, it sounds funny. And I'm still surprised that somebody here is proposing a motion that gender equity should be encouraged, even in the face of all this obvious fact. That's incredible. Gender can never be equal, no matter how we point and project the proposition. Man was created superior to woman, and so is our nature. It is laughable that women only agitate for gender equity when it comes to job opportunity and good tidings alone. But when it comes to risky, tedious, and dangerous tasks, you will hear the same women telling the men that they should face the challenges. Protect and provide for the family, fight and die for the country in military and war. Who is fooling who? Men wants equity with men, but only from the perspective of what they stand to gain, but not the other way around. Finally, my panel of judges, if Y is equals to X, that means X is equals to Y. If a man as a whole has the right and authority to marry a woman and at the same time propose to her, that means if gender equality is encouraged, that means women will start marrying men and at the same time proposing to men. Will we allow that to happen? Of course not, because it's against our culture and religion. With this point of mine, I believe that your brain have been appropriately enriched, while you have no reason again to argue on the sacred fact that gender equity should be completely discouraged. Thank you.
And that sums it up for this round of debate. There will be more because the two schools have 3 minutes each to summarize their points, and that will be coming up in just a moment. Stay with us. And we are back. You're watching the Schools Debate. It's the second round of the Schools Debate Season 2 on TV Gotel. We started the competition with 16 schools and 32 contestants, but only 8 schools are left. 2 of them are here trying to find their way into the third round. Only 1 of them will make it to round 3. Pare JSS Numan and Bosco Comprehensive are making strong arguments on today's edition of the program. Today's topic, once again, gender equity should be encouraged. The schools will now have 3 minutes to summarize their different arguments. Judges, are we good to go? Timekeeper, are we ready? Let's hear it from the lead speaker from Pare JSS Numan.
I stand on the existing order of all prod schools. I remain Juliana Jonah. From the point I've raised earlier, I still feel like pointing out the ills of gender disparities, which I'm opposing. Women are discriminated upon, despite being meticulous and prudent in managing resources than the male counterparts. Sir, the appointment of a man to head a woman in Adamawa State is the language of caricature. I mean, I'm saying that this trend has to be stopped. And one more reason for gender equity should be encouraged is that men alone cannot control the family or take care of the family. They need the woman in support. With these few points, in concluding this wonderful fact, I hope that you agree with me that gender equity should be encouraged, and thereafter advocate that gender equity should be encouraged in our state or in our world. Thank you.
All right, so let's hear the summary from Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School. It will be done by their lead speaker, Emmanuel Obialo.
Well, thank you, the impartial panel of judges, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to round up and summarize my point. But before I cement the uncemented floor that had already been laid down by I and my supporting speaker, I will still stand on the already existing order of protocol. In view of the point raised by my opponent, or my co-debater rather, for I overheard them saying that gender equity, if encouraged, will improve the standard of living in our family. I strongly disagree with those points because now that gender equity is encouraged, we have thousands of broken homes and increase in the number of courtesy groups in the universities as a result of lack of parental care. My dear reputable judges and amiable audience, think of it when gender equity is now encouraged. People will no longer think of marriage for the fact of having two masters in the house, which will later lead to divorce. And youth will now be very afraid of securing admission into the university for the fear of courtesy group. Is this what you want to get in a quest to project gender equity? Of course not. More so, African traditional culture. It is often said that wives should submit to their husbands as they do to their lord. This analogy is still obtainable in the African traditional family. Or will my co-debater tell me that leadership in their family is rotational in order to project gender equity? Unbelievable. Then what did we say about the African traditional marriage process? Or should women be allowed to propose to men, pay their groom price, or even woo them to friendship? What a sacrilegious desire. What do you also say about pregnancy, childbearing, and nursing? Maybe my co-debater and the fellow scientists who want gender equity encouraged will equally make that one rotational, or even recreate men to start getting pregnant and bearing children. What a lunatic adventure. Gender equity have no place in the human society. Finally, I also overheard my co-debater saying that nature also encourages gender equity. On what aspect? Nature has already shared responsibility. As far as women are bearing children, getting pregnant, and taking care of the house chores, men are the head, and women are supposed to be their subjects, not their equal. So with this reasonable, sensible, important, and always standable roundup of mind, I am glad that I have been able to justify the fact, clear every doubt in your mind, brainfeed you not to brainwash you, convince you not to confuse you, that gender equity should not be encouraged. There is no two ways about it. Thank you.
He's definitely right about that. There's only one way to find out who is going to get to round 3 of the debate, and some valid points there from the different schools in summary of today's very exciting debate. Is it a man's world or woman's world, or a bit of both? The arguments are over, the schools have made their points, and the judges are now down to work compiling the results. Please, a round of applause for our debating team. All right, we're going to take another break now. When we return, it will be the moment that you've all been waiting for. Time to find out who will make it to round 3 and who will most definitely not. The schools debate will continue in just a moment. Stay with us. And we are back. It is the schools debate on TV Gotel. It's time to reveal who is the winner of this week's edition of the schools debate. Find out who will be a part of those for round 3 and who will most definitely not. The judges have the results in their hands, but before we get that, let's just listen into how you scored the 2 schools today.
Well, it's been a keen debate. Bosco comprehensive. The debaters are male, so they came with their macho stuff. And Pare, the debaters are female. They came with their fine, delicate, feminine grace. But overall, they did well. One of the schools during the second round lost its composure, and probably that's where they would lose out on points. When it comes to debating, you must keep and maintain your composure and keep pressing your points no matter what the opponent is doing. This is very important. But it's been a very keen debate, and it's interesting. It gives us hope for the future of these young students.
All right, thank you. A round of applause to our judges. Our impartial panel of judges, a man and a woman. So, gender equality for you. Do we actually need this? I think I have my own envelope. Okay, this must be a different envelope. So let's just have the debate teams come to the podium, please. Should I open this envelope or this one? Which one should I open? Anyone? Should I open anyone? Okay. I think I should open this one. This is the one the judges gave me. Okay, men versus women. I guess that's how it all turned out to be. girls versus boys? Is it a man's world? Is it a woman's world? Do they get to share things equally, constitutionally? Well, that was the topic discussed, gender equity, whether it should be encouraged or not. Pari GSS Numan argued for the topic, while Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School argued against that particular motion. Well, the debate is over. It's time to find out who gets to go home with all the glory to return and fight another battle once again in round 3, and who will most definitely go home, but not to return at least to this particular competition. Well, the judges are done with the, I think she's trying to look at this paper from the corner. So, yeah, as decided by the judges, the runner-up for this edition of the schools debate, with a total of 126.5 points. A round of applause for, I think this is the point where I'm supposed to take a break, and then we come back and then we'll finish it up on the schools debate. Join us after this very short break. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the schools debate on TV Gotel. We're about to find out the winner of today's edition of the schools debate between Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School and Pari GSS Numan. One of these two schools will be making its way to the third round of the schools debate. One of them, well, the journey definitely ends right here and right now. So, with a total of 126.5%, runner for today's edition of the schools debate goes to Pari GSS Numan. A round of applause for them. And winning with a majority point of 140 points, a big round of applause to Bosco Comprehensive Secondary School, Yola. Okay, and yeah, some fantastic performance there from the two schools, but as we know it, there can only be one winner every edition on the schools debate. Well done and congratulations on both sides. No blood drawn and good presentation, I must say, coming from Pari GSS Numan. But unfortunately, this is where their journey ends. But we wish them all the very best going further in other competitions. And congratulations to Bosco Comprehensive. They are going to be a part of round 3 of the schools debate. And I must say a bigger congratulations and thank you to our panel of judges, who I believe scoring those points didn't come at a very easy task. Thank you very much. A bigger round of applause for them, please. Our timekeeper, according to my own counting, she rang the bell 3 times, but work done. Thank you very much, Wadi, for your accurate timekeeping. And of course, this is where we'd like to draw the curtains on today's edition of the program. Don't forget to join us next week, because we'll be back for another round of the schools debate exclusive to TV Gotel. Thank you very much once again to the judges and to the timekeeper. And of course, most importantly, thank you for watching the program. From me, Abdullah Ahmed, and the rest of the debate team, this is where we'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.